Hello everyone and welcome back to the final 3 videos of E3 2017 where third, second and first place gets decided. Who were the winners? Who were the, well, we've already done all of the losers. Who takes the bronze, the silver and the gold as we clear our inventory of all the other crap. And boom, and boom, and keep the sword just in case anything shows up. So yes, here we go. Place your bets now. Place your bets now. We have 3 Mario Odyssey, the official Metroid 2 remake, and the Crash Bandicoot Insanity Trilogy, complete, fully done, fully rendered. All assets are now finalised because I'll just bring up a screenshot right now. Throughout the development, many people give feedback, many changes were made, as you can see from this screenshot, comparing Insanity Beach, the original, versus the newer, more updated version. It's clear there has been changes that have improved it for the better, and now at E3 we got the final trailer, the final set of gameplay. It's coming out in 10 days time, and everything that was shown off at E3 is now the final assets and the final version, and it looks great. So let's bring all 3 of them out, and we can bring this out, and then we can smash that chest away and throw this away, and we'll move over to the pedestals. So, who got third place? Who is our third place champion? Now, I didn't plan this, by the way. I'm still thinking it over in my head because I was like, oh, it's tough. It's really tough. It is really tough. All 3 of these games all showed off well over an hour of gameplay, be it at the treehouse or after the press conference, to make sure you know what you were getting. And all of them did a great job. And all 3 of them are some of my favourite franchises. Metroid, one of my favourite franchises, inspired by one of my favourite, well, probably my absolute favourite movie franchise of all time, being Alien. I love the Alien films. I've been over this multiple times when I've been talking about Alien. It is my favourite movie franchise of all time. I mean, it may even beat out some of the video game franchises. Like, is the Xenomorphs my favourite franchise over some video games? No, there are probably a few video game franchises that beat it, but in terms of movie franchises, that's the top one. So Metroid, that's inspired by Alien, I love it. Crash Bandicoot, I've enjoyed a lot of the games. Twinsanity was great. You know, Crash is like everybody else. Crash has had his high moments and his low moments, but overall Crash Bandicoot, fantastic. And Mario, love 64, love Sunshine, love Galaxy, love 3D World. Mario constantly making great games, has fantastic spin-off series in Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's Woolly World, that new one that's coming out, Wario Land series, Wario Land 1, 2, 3 was a bit shit, and 4, all great. So all three of these are really good franchises that are some of my favourites. And just trying to pick who's going to take which medal, I'm just like, oof. But I'm still thinking about it, and I think I know. So third place is going to go to only because it's portable. And I think maybe I would have liked to have seen it do just a tiny bit better. Now, when I say this, all of these are like 5 out of 5, but some are just like 5.1. They are only losing by a second, but I think third place has to go to Mario Odyssey. So I'm now going to explain my reasoning why. So descriptions, we don't need descriptions anymore. We're going to be showing off pure gameplay, so we can erase that statue as we clean up. The graphics look fantastic. They look like Mario graphics and then some. 5 out of 5 on the graphics. They are great, and there was no pre-rendering whatsoever. We got solid, full hour-long gameplay as you're seeing in the top right of your screen. These are some of the most beautiful Mario graphics, and it really shows what the Switch can do, not only in terms of performance and crazy mechanics like where we're possessing everything, but we'll get onto that more in the gameplay side, but not only in terms of all these crazy mechanics where you're possessing everything, so you can see like all of the different types of assets, because you can possess a normal human, which is clearly not a cartoon character. You can possess a T-Rex, so there's a wide array of characters and items on display, ranging from cartoony to realistic, so it shows off the full suite of the Switch's graphical capabilities. And everything is so bright and vibrant and colourful and just has that really nice feeling to it. And while we only did get to see it very briefly, all of the actual liquid effects, like the water, holy fucking shit, that water's great. Why, Nintendo? This looks stunning. Why is there not a Sunshine remake? We've got HD Nokia people and HD Pinters in Mario Kart 8. You've shown off the water physics and they look so good. The water looks so fucking good. Where is the Sunshine HD remake? So yeah, graphics, they're fucking great. They are stunning. They are what a Mario game should look like and then some. And now I have all these thoughts racing in my head like, oh my god, Luigi's Mansion in Odyssey graphics. Luigi's Mansion 1, not 2, because 2 was kind of bad, but Luigi's Mansion 1 in Odyssey graphics. Sunshine in Odyssey graphics. Oh, the Metroid Prime 4, which we know is confirmed. Metroid Prime in fucking Switch Odyssey level graphics. Oh, what else? Let me just turn round at my GameCube library. What are we missing? Pokemon Gale of Darkness with Odyssey graphics. We know that there's a Pokemon game confirmed for the Switch. Holy shit, I need to see E3 2018. I need to see all this shit. Mario, you've set the bar for Switch graphics, and the Switch is looking great. So yeah, it's looking great. As I say, there was no pre-rendered, and the gameplay, 5 out of 5. It showed off everything it needed to show off. It showed off how to possess people, the 3 different levels, a boss fight. It showed everything. It showed side missions, collecting the moons. What else did they show off? The jumping mechanics, the rocket jump, the where you're grabbing on the poles. This bit here, where you're grabbing on the poles and swinging round. It's so much gameplay, and all of it looks good. So to start off, the hub world. It's a huge hub world. Not too big, not like super big, but it's back to Delfino Plaza, which is what everybody wanted. You know, when we got the Comet Observatory, people were pissed that it wasn't as big as Peach's Castle, that it wasn't as big as Delfino Plaza. Here, it's just a tiny bit bigger than Delfino Plaza, and that's what people wanted. They wanted another Peach's Castle. They wanted another Grunty's Lair. They wanted another Delfino Plaza, and there is Delfino Plaza right there. So we got a big hub world to play around in. And then of course we got to see the different levels, like the desert level. We can see a town. We can see the upside down pyramid in the back. We can see the tower that we climb up here. There is a lot of stuff. So when you actually fly to a level, I don't know how you fly. I know it's to do with your hat ship, but I don't know if you just fly there and land there, or if it's kind of like the paintings where you get warped there or whatever. But all of the maps that you will be playing in, they're as big as Sunshine. Some of them look even bigger. So if we were to take the biggest map, what's the biggest map that I can think of from 64 and Sunshine? If we were to take Rainbow Road in Mario 64, because you know it's very big, very spacious. There's a floating ship over there, there's a floating castle over there, there's a rainbow trail going up that way, there's the part where you've got to get to the floating ship and then shoot even further to go through the 2 rings to land on that pole for the final star in Rainbow Cruise. So it's kind of like Rainbow Road sized, but a little bit bigger. So it's got really nice sized maps, and it's clear that there's going to be probably like 7 stars plus the 100 purple coins that you'll be finding, although each coin looks different in every area, which again, it's really nice to see. Oh, and we'll get to the lives thing as well, because the coins tie into the lives thing. But yeah, so it's looking like a really nice sized map. It's looking like a nice big map, but not as stupidly big as Ukulele, and considering the powers that you've got to travel around, you'll be able to get around some of the more larger areas and some of the more open areas quick enough, because with like the bullet bill, because you can possess things, as I said here you are possessing the bullet bill, and as they show us in this cave, the bullet bill can also speed up. So if you just find a bullet bill and possess one, you can easily speed up and travel across any wider areas a lot quicker. So it's looking great. What was talking about? The coins, yes. And it's nice to see that they ditched the live system. Lives have now been removed from Mario. It's taken them so many years. It's taken them so many people saying that lives are obsolete, lives aren't needed, lives are fucking stupid, get rid of lives. And finally, after all this time, they have listened. They have listened, and now lives or deaths are attached to your coins. So you'll be getting showered with coins, and every time you lose a life, so every time you fall down a bottomless pit, obviously, you won't be getting out of that, because it's not like getting hit by an enemy where you'll just shrink or grow. But every time you fall down a bottomless pit or fall into lava, some kind of thing which will definitely kill you, you do not lose a life, but you lose 20 coins. And when you hit 0 coins, nothing happens. It's kind of like Epic Yarn, where you will just lose a couple of sequins. Nothing happens when you hit 0. You've just lost coins, and coins are your main currency now, so you can use coins to buy new costumes, new hats, and probably a lot of other miscellaneous stuff within the game. So obviously you want to keep your coins high to be able to buy stuff, because from what they were saying at the treehouse, there'll also be items that require certain other items from the shops in order to get the moons. So for example, like in the desert here, I'll just show you this clip. He says you do not adhere to the dress code, so he goes to the shop, uses some coins to buy the Mexican outfit, and now he adheres to the dress code, thus opening the lock on the door, thus allowing us to get to the moon. So coins, excuse me, I probably need to blow my nose after this. I'm getting too excited. I'm going to do that right now. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. That feels a lot better. And no, it wasn't because I was getting too excited. I mean, I am, but it's just that there is like quite a high pollen count around where I live right now. I don't have hay fever, but we're talking like, it's super high today. Like, if you have hay fever, I feel so sorry for you where I live right now, because according to the weather, it is the hottest day of the year today. Like, the absolute hottest day of the year so far. It could get even hotter tomorrow, and I am sweating just a tiny bit, but like, I'm in the shade, I've got a fan going, and you know, it's one of those, you know, it's one of these fans. I love these fans. So it's like a fan with no blades, so it doesn't create any noise, so that they are so cool. Like, I don't even know how it works. It's just like, here's a magic ring that makes the same amount of air as a fan, but there's no blades. So where does the air come from? So yeah, it's the hottest day of the year today. So like, the pollen count, you know, like how you have very low to very high, it's beyond very high. Like the weather was saying, dude, the pollen count is beyond very high. It's extreme. Like if you go out there, you're gonna get pollen all up in your nose. It's pretty crazy today. So while I don't have hay fever, and I do feel sorry for all of you that have got it, like today the pollen is just so high, everybody's just like, ugh. The nose, it itches. I can feel the pollen in my nose. You gotta keep blowing it out. So yeah, that's a little bit bad. But anyway, back to the coins. So coins are in constant use. I am still recording, aren't I? Yes, I am. The timer is still going up. So yeah, coins are in constant use. You'll constantly need coins because not only will they require you to buy costumes to unlock doors, but sometimes shopkeepers may also sell keys, and you'll need certain keys to get through certain doors. So there's all that. Then there's the 2D pipe section, where you can enter 2D areas reminiscent of Super Mario, and it is very smooth transition. And as you can see here, the bullet bills go from 2D to 3D. And then there's the whole possession thing, which we haven't got because there's so much gameplay. Because then we got the whole possession thing where you can possess the bullet bills to fly across gaps like this to get a star. Very clever level design. And then you've got the other stuff where it's like, oh, I don't know how to get to this guy in the building, and we just kind of figured to take a long running jump because you don't take fall damage in the hub world. But then, that's not the way you do it, because you can possess absolutely anything. So you can possess taxis, real humans, any kind of inanimate object. So this guy goes round the back and possesses all the bollards to get up to the top. There is so much gameplay, and it looks good. Everything doesn't feel intrusive to everything else, even though there's quite a few gimmicks. You know, we got possession, different costumes, we've got so many different gimmicks, yet somehow they all blend together seamlessly, and one doesn't feel like it's intruding on the game too much. It just all works. It just all works so nicely, and I need to play a demo. Reggie! Alex is the president of the English one, but you never fucking see him though. But Reggie, Alex, Shiggy, anyone, Bill, put a demo of this shit on the Switch. I need a demo now. Put a demo on the Switch. Put demo. Odyssey demo, please. I need to see the Odyssey demo. Don't make me wait till October. Let me test it now. Thank you. Please and thank you. It's looking good. And I didn't even mention the boss fights. And going back to that, I didn't even mention the story that I'm going to call. So I just got to bring this up right now. So, Peach is getting married to Bowser. I'll just go back to the description in a second. So Peach getting married to Bowser because I want to call a prediction that I made on my public Discord. And everybody's like, oh shit, you're right. And I kind of think that that's true. But so, Bowser is getting married to Peach, and you've got 4 rabbits, not rabbids, they're in the other game, but you've got 4 rabbits planning the wedding, and they're evil wedding planners, and they will go and fight Mario, just so that your wedding is not interrupted, as we see with the boss fight, with the youngest sister of the wedding planners, because they're all related, but this is the youngest one, the female, Harriet. Yeah, that's that. You're fighting them, and then you have the story. So Bowser's getting married to Peach, and the last time this happened, all of the promotional art. So this is why I'm calling this now. All of the promotional art and all of the promotional footage never showed Count Bleck or you playing with Bowser. That sounded incredibly wrong, but I would still play with Bowser. Because, hot damn, everybody likes a fuckable Bowser.
This crazy stalker plumber for Bowser.
Yeah, I think it's that they saw the positive reception to games like Overwatch, and they made the realization that they want you to want to fuck characters, and that's what make games sell. So they're like, let's make the most like stylish fuckable Bowser we can make.
I was about to ask I was about to ask, really? Do you really want to fuck like Roadhog and the
No.
Joker guy? And then I was like, I forget who I'm talking to here.
Oh, well, I'll fuck any of the Overwatch cast. I'll fuck them all.
Well, that's the title anyway. Fuckable Bowser E3 2017.
Exactly. So, yeah. In all of the promotional material for Super Paper Mario, you never saw Count Black and you never saw yourself playing with Bowser. You only ever saw the wedding cutscene and then gameplay with Mario. So you were like, okay, Mario's got to stop the wedding between Bowser and Peach, and World 8, let's just say, or Chapter 8, is going to be us crashing the wedding and saving Peach from getting married. But bam! Chapter 1, when we all had the thing in our hands, we were all fooled. Because we started to see the wedding, and there is Count Black showing up, wrecking people's day, and the wedding was just a front. It was just there to be like, dude, did you hear? Bowser's getting married to Peach. Oh shit! I guess Bowser Jr. is from Peach's cooch. Yeah, no. All the implications, right? It was all just a front. So I'm gonna call it now that the wedding is a front. Bowser is not the final boss, and those 4 rabbits, these 4 are working for the real final boss. Like, whatever we're seeing is what Nintendo wants us to see, and we're gonna have another Super Paper Mario where it turns out Bowser is just the tool and the wedding is just a front for the boss of these 4 rabbits. Rabbit number 5 that we haven't seen, he's the final boss. I'm going to call it now. Those rabbits have got a secret agenda, and those rabbits are arranging this wedding to fulfill that secret agenda for the true final boss. So yeah, that's my prediction. So Mario Odyssey, it's looking great. It's looking fantastic. I guess we're going to have to put them out of 6 because they are 5 out of 5. But this one is like a 5.1. So this is one that I'm looking forward to, but it didn't quite break past the other 2 for specific reasons we'll go into later. So it's looking great. It's looking fantastic, but it's a 5.1 out of 6. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited. I guess we don't really need this anymore, so I should start breaking this down as well, because we know they're coming to the Switch and we know the titles and things, so all this can now be erased. But yes, Mario Odyssey is looking great. I'm excited for it, and it takes our number 3 spot. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did like the video, do please feel free to leave a like. It does help out the channel, and of course let me know what you think of Mario Odyssey down below. Are you excited for Odyssey? Has Odyssey, because I know some people like Moon Knight, Odyssey convinced him to buy a Switch. Like back in the past when I've talked about the Switch and how it was a port machine, because you know, let's face it, right now, while Odyssey isn't out, you've got Splatoon 2, which is not really new, it's just kind of a port of Splatoon. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is just a port of Mario Kart 8. Pokken Tournament DX, which is another port. And then Breath of the Wild, which is just a port of the Wii U version. Like, right now, the Switch is nothing but a port machine, and people like Moon Knight were like, oh, it sucks, it's just a port machine, I'm not gonna get one, it's 500 Mexican dollars, it's too expensive, it's all a load of bollocks, who the fuck would buy a Switch? Saw Mario Odyssey, he's like, you know what, take it all back, what did I say about a port machine? Don't care, I'm gonna take it all back, I'm going to America next week on vacation, I'm gonna buy a Switch in America. So, for a cynical person like Moon Knight, completely did a 180 just because of Mario Odyssey. So, has Mario Odyssey, if you were skeptical of the Switch, did Mario Odyssey convince you to buy one? Was Mario Odyssey the linchpin? And yeah, leave your other thoughts. Maybe you don't like Mario Odyssey, maybe you think it's a load of shit, and if so, tell me why. But yeah, leave your thoughts on Mario Odyssey down below. And if you don't want to miss second and first place, do please feel free to hit that subscribe button and ding the bell so the notification shows up. Still 903 subscribers, 97 away from the first big milestone. Holy shit, that's amazing. I love you. Thank you all so much. And of course there are links below to the Twitter if you want to see what I'm tweeting, the public Discord if you want to come in and chat with everybody, and a Patreon if you'd like to support me further. But I'm just going to update that after E3 because I've been given like a very specific good backers program, like with certain tiers, and someone said to make 5 tiers. I'll just give you like the rough plan for a minute, but I'll go over it more when I update my Patreon. But someone said to do the 5 tiers and do them in gem value. So like your level 1 is red gem, which is $1, which is just like thank you. Level 2 is a green gem, which is $2, like how the green gems are worth 2, and that's just a thank you again. You know, so a little bit more of a special thank you. And then like you've got the blue gem, which is worth 5, the yellow gem worth 10, obviously 5 and $10, and the purple gem worth 25, and obviously 5, 10 and 25 will actually have proper rewards, like your name being read out on the channel and being featured in the top corner. And then like I'll look at all of the other prizes, because people have said like, oh, if someone gives you 25, maybe because you do art, you could do them a free sketch a month as well, because if you're not that busy making videos, just also offer a free piece of art. But then you'd have to make that tier limited to a certain number of people, because you can't make 100 pictures in a month. So I've got some good ideas, and people have given me some good ideas, and I like the whole idea of basing my tiers off the 5 coloured gems, so that's going to be cool. But for now, if you just want to, there's only like a $1 support. I think there's a $5 support as well, where you'll have your name featured on the show. But for now, just if you want to support, do it. But it's going to have a really big update, so look forward to that as well. But for now, thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next one, where we will show who takes the silver. Silver, you are gold.